Hello, friend. Thank you for joining me today. This is the weekly live coffee with Hannele Korhonen, happy customers and happy lawyers. So I'm Hannele from Lawyers Design School, and in these weekly live sessions, you will get actionable advice and tips on how to get more happy clients and make yourself a happy lawyer too. The topics are broadly about client experience and client centricity in law. And the intention is to help you to take your law practice to the next level with confidence and ease with the help of legal design thinking. And I'm really happy to see that you're here. So today is the day that I will be diving into more to the D word, meaning legal design thinking, and how it relates to running a successful law firm. Now, you are probably familiar with the word design, but you may associate it with something completely different from law, like interior design, graphic design, or product design. And you may know that the big players like Apple and Google use design in their business and are very successful in it, and you see the value of good design every day when you use their products. And for many people, good design is actually the reason why they choose a certain brand or a product. And I'm one of those people, and maybe you are too. And I mean, if you think about Google, a search engine does not get much easier than that. Google's search page is a blank page with only one function, one box where you can add text as a user. So you don't have to guess how it works. You just intuitively know. And that is the design work in action, good design work in action, easiness of use. But you may be wondering, what does that have to do with your business in law? Because you don't have any physical products maybe, and your office already looks pretty cool. The thing is that design is not just about designing physical objects, and it's not about aesthetics or styling and making things look nice. You and anyone else can use design for other things as well, like for your service and business. And if it's helpful, you may want to use specific terms like service design or business design, so that it's easier to get a grasp on the concept. And there's also the term legal design and legal design thinking that is used when we apply the design principles and tools to law and legal business. But don't worry, if you are confused with the terminology, the value of design is not about theorizing the concept, and the value is in the practical doing. And I know how easily we lawyers get lost in the rabbit hole of theorizing and analyzing things. But don't do that right now. The way I like to define legal design thinking is threefold. Legal design thinking first is a mindset that forms a foundation for concrete actions. So for applying design in your own business and work. And I have written a 4-piece blog post to explain the essential mindset shifts that are related to legal design thinking. So you can go read more about them in my blog, lawyersdesignschool.com/blog. And secondly, legal design thinking is a formula, a process that has different steps that guide your way. And it helps you to clarify the path, focus on the right things at the right time, and prevent you from overwhelm that comes when you try to do everything at the same time and be everywhere at the same time. And finally, legal design thinking means the practical tools you can use for each step of the design process. This is what I love about legal design thinking, because when you're faced with super complicated and multifaceted and abstract challenges, you really need actionable and practical tools to work through them. And the world of design is all about getting your hands dirty and taking action, no matter how complex the problem is. Okay, so there were the three phase description of legal design thinking. But why should you care about all of this? You have a busy life and you run a business. Why should you be interested in yet another approach or a formula? I will give you two essential reasons why. And today I will explain the design process as a strategic tool that you can use, and why design process is really the winning strategy for your law firm. The reason number one to use design thinking is that it cures your overwhelm. Because let's face it, running a law firm can feel pretty overwhelming sometimes, especially if you're trying to grow your business. And with so much information coming at you from so many different sources, how are you supposed to know what to do and in what order to actually make progress with your business and get the results that you are looking for? And many times the problem is not really the lack of information, but a lack of clear framework in which to apply the information. So you may be doing all the right things, but in the wrong order. Or you try to do everything at the same time and it just gets impossible. And you end up being overwhelmed and stuck. But if you're like most business owners, the problem is not that they are not trying. They jump around from one thing to another, trying this and trying that, getting frustrated and when something doesn't work, and then wondering why they don't see any results. But I want to suggest a new strategy for you from legal design thinking, because that is the cure for the overwhelm. Because that is the formula that will give you the blueprint and a path to follow and also the tools to use. You will get the exact process and the exact steps to get more business and build your client experience for growth. Sounds pretty good, right? End of overwhelm and start of focus and clarity. That is what I teach at Lawyers Design School. I walk you through each step of the design process and give you the practical tools to apply every day to your own business and work in a very concrete and effective way. And this has worked for me in building successful businesses, and it can work for you too. So the reason number two to use design thinking is that it helps you to escape the guesswork that is involved in the business development. And while entrepreneurship is exciting, and it's also very scary, because the minute you start thinking about taking your business to the next level and kind of growing your business and exploring new ideas, all those questions start to creep in. What if I make a mistake? What if I don't get any clients to my new product? What if I fail? And many law firm partners don't move forward with their new ideas because of this fear. And the logic behind this fear is that you create and try to sell something that no one actually wants to buy. And that is a valid fear, I get it. But this is the traditional model of innovating new ways to serve your clients. That is what we are taught to do. You just create it and they will come. And you make all the huge plans and invest in product development. And once everything is ready and polished, because we're lawyers, right? You start finding clients for the new legal product or service. And then you start talking to the potential clients at the end of the process. And typically you have one big idea that you fall in love with yourself from the get-go, and you do everything in your power to make it come true, because it's such a great idea, and you invest money and time and put all your heart and thought into it, and then no one buys. It gets really bad. But you see the problem here. The whole process is based on guesswork, assumptions. You're taking a huge risk on something that may or may not work, and you only learn if your clients are interested when it's ready and done. That is scary. And believe me, I've been there, I've done that. Created legal products that no one bought and lost a lot of money in the process. But what legal design thinking does as a strategy is that it helps you to turn this path backwards. You do not start with the investments and big risks and then see if you get clients interested. The process starts with getting to understand your clients, creating relationships with them before you decide on your new service or product. And the beauty of this formula is that your clients will actually tell you what they need and how they want to buy it from you. So you don't have to wonder. It's really the end of the guesswork. And using this formula eliminates the mystery from your business development, and it significantly reduces the risks too. If something doesn't work, it doesn't mean that you're out of the business because you invested so much money. It just means that you need to try something else. And in Lawyers Design School's workshops, we always start with the client. We do not start with the idea or a solution, but we find easy ways to understand your clients better first. And we involve the clients to the work as well, because without real data, there's nothing but assumptions and guesswork, even if you followed the process to the T. And I can tell you that it's so rewarding to see the transformation happening for lawyers when they start to see the value of design process and the steps to get client understanding for their business development. It's priceless. So what next? Legal design thinking truly is the missing piece that makes the winning strategy for your law firm to thrive. And I hope that I've managed to convince you that this is the way to go if you want to grow your law firm and get more happy clients. And if you're ready to take next step, Lawyers Design School is the way to go. Go check our workshops on our website, lawyersdesignschool.com, or you can DM me and we'll figure out the next step for you. Thank you for watching, and let's see you in the next live. Bye.